It was more than just a gift. It was a breathtaking expression of love that turned a simple object into something unforgettable. A moment so raw and genuine that it left nearly every guest misty-eyed, reaching for tissues without hesitation. Settle in, tap like, and stay with us, because we're about to take you on a deep dive through every layer of this one-of-a-kind present, the love story behind it, and the tidal wave of emotions it stirred up. It all began at a lakeside ceremony drenched in golden twilight. Just as the sun sank beneath the horizon, Yoo-long called out to young Mei, asking her to join him at the center of the reception. Lanterns floated gently on the water, their reflections casting a warm, dreamy glow. Mei, visibly emotional, stepped forward, holding her bouquet tight, her breath catching in her throat. In his hands, Yoo-long held a modest wooden box. Whispers swept through the crowd. Was this another surprise? An unexpected vow renewal? What came next silenced everyone. As Mei opened the box, she discovered a beautifully crafted book. Its cover was etched with their wedding date, accompanied by a delicate illustration of the cherry blossom-lined trail where they'd first crossed paths on set. But this wasn't just a book. It was a time capsule, an artifact of love and memory. Inside, she found annotated script pages from their earliest project together, the drama that brought them side by side. Yoo-long had filled the margins with heartfelt notes, like, "This scene, your laughter made me believe in magic," or "This was when everything began for me." Tucked between these pages were small, tangible relics of their relationship. 2 Polaroids from their first movie premiere, coffee shop receipts, ticket stubs from midnight film screenings, all gentle reminders of their shared journey from castmates to confidants to something much more. And then there were the letters, handwritten notes folded with care, dated throughout the years of their friendship and collaboration. Some were light-hearted, others deeply emotional. Words of encouragement on hard filming days, compliments he never found the courage to say aloud. On the final page, in slightly shakier handwriting, was the line, "And now I write forever, with you." By now, Mamae was openly crying, her fingers tracing the edges of each memory. What she held wasn't just a gift. It was their story, bound and preserved. Unlike a flashy watch or an expensive necklace, this gift wasn't about luxury, it was about legacy. It celebrated the highs, the lows, the quiet and loud moments that built the foundation of their bond. It was Yoo-long's way of saying, "I've seen it all, and I choose all of it." Every detail spoke of intention. Yoo-long had worked with a renowned artisan in Shanghai who specializes in heirloom memory books. The paper was handmade, the binding sewn with silk thread dyed to match Mei's favorite Hanfu color. Even the ink was custom created to last for generations. And the guests? Their reactions were completely unfiltered. Xinyu was caught on camera wiping her eyes, mouthing, "Oh my God," in disbelief. Young Zi gave Mei a tight embrace and whispered, "He knows you better than anyone." Lee Min-ho and Sun Haiko exchanged a long, meaningful glance before turning to congratulate the newlyweds. No words needed. The moment rippled beyond the venue. We spoke to relationship psychologist Dr. Li Wei, who shared how emotionally rich, personalized gifts like this create a lasting imprint on romantic bonds. According to her, they hold far more emotional weight than typical material gifts because they encapsulate shared experiences, memories, and personal investment. Her full commentary reveals why this particular gesture resonated so deeply, not just with the couple, but with everyone who witnessed it. Within minutes, the internet caught fire. The hashtag #YouMemoryBook started trending across platforms, from Weibo to Instagram. Fans began uploading reaction videos, photo edits, and emotional montages featuring scenes from their dramas cross-cut with glimpses of the book's pages. Comments flooded in. "This is the most romantic gesture I've ever seen." crying, and I don't even know them. I'm making one of these for my partner right now." In fact, thousands took to social media, pledging to create similar memory books for their own loved ones. DIY guides, printable templates, and how-to threads exploded online in real time. It wasn't just a gift anymore. It had become a movement. The set fell into a hushed silence. Crew members didn't rush to reset or pack up. Instead, they stood frozen, emotionally grounded by what they just witnessed. Our insider cameraman shared that even the production assistants were misty-eyed, exchanging glances like they just watched something historic unfold. Backstage, Mei retreated to a quiet room, sat down, and simply buried her face in her hands, not from sadness, but overwhelmed joy. For a full minute, she stayed that way before composing herself. A flash of her phone screen revealed a message from Dylan Wong. "You were extraordinary. Thank you for believing in us." Though we couldn't see her reply, the gentle nod she gave said more than words could. Moments later, she reappeared on set, cheeks flushed and eyes bright. With perfect poise, she delivered her closing remarks. Graceful, composed, and glowing. This wasn't just a gift, it was a vow. A shared narrative stitched into paper and ink. And in the lantern-lit quiet of that lakeside evening, surrounded by love and history, everyone there understood that this was the beginning of a love story that would keep being written for years to come. Stay with us as we continue to follow what comes next, because this love, it's far from finished.